First, the top news headlines. Chief Minister N. Biren appeals to media houses to verify authenticity of AMTDGF before publishing news on its economic blockade. Minister Kasim Bashum invites AMTDGF to talks to discuss grievances. After a gap of 2 years, all set for upcoming Sangay Festival 2022, says Tourism Director W. Ibohal. Hello and a very good evening. You're watching the MAMI TV English News Bulletin. I'm ALBINA RIAMEI. Chief Minister N. Biren has appealed to media houses to verify the authenticity of All Manipur Tribals Development Grievances Forum before publishing any of their news. The Chief Minister added that the state has never heard of the forum in the past. It may be mentioned that the forum had warned of launching economic blockade along the national highways from this midnight if 100% of all the pending funds for 2022 under MG and REGS are not released. Taking to his social media account, Chief Minister N. Biren said national highway or economic blockade is an anti-national activity as declared by the Apex Supreme Court of India. Appealing to media houses to verify the authenticity of the organization before publication of such serious news, the Chief Minister said that there is nothing which is specified as tribal money or general money in MZ and REGS. On the other hand, the Deputy Secretary of Rural Development and Panchayati Raj Department, Lal Robul Fimate, has termed the allegation of misappropriation of Rs 756 crore of MZ and REGS funds meant for tribal people by the state government as strongly condemnable and baseless. Lal Robul Fimate, in a press release, clarified that all the allegations made by AMTDGF on various social media platforms is baseless and that the above-mentioned fund is meant for covering all 16 districts, both valley and hills in the state. The state government has received Rs 756.50 crores for MZ and REGS, which is meant for all 16 districts of the state, out of which a total of Rs 100 crores have already been disbursed and allocated for all 16 districts, irrespective of hill or valley districts. Further, an additional amount of Rs 150 crores will be released soon and the remaining will be released in due course, the press release added. Meanwhile, Minister of Transport Kasim Bashum has appealed to All Manipur Tribals Development Grievances Forum to come to an amicable solution regarding the economic blockade along the two important national highways of the state. Addressing a press conference held at the Veterinary and Animal Husbandry Office Complex at Sanzentong today, Minister Kasim Bashum said, under the leadership of Chief Minister N. Biren, the state has been working towards a developed and peaceful state. Banned and blockade, many nationals and international tourists will be visiting the state for the Sangay Festival 2022, which will begin from November 21. He termed the economic blockade along the two national highways of the state ahead of the festival as unfortunate. Assuring to release the MG and REGS funds, he said fund of 100 crore rupees was released in June, while 140 crore rupees is in the process at the Treasury. The remaining amount of 500 crore rupees will be released by March financial year, he said. As such, Minister Kasim appealed to AMTDGF to repeal the blockade and discuss for an amicable solution to the matter.
Manipur si anawa ban leidaba blockade leidaba yamna nongaina anawa Manipur lai haina harauna food festival su pajan bangthokre hojik lakadoriba Shanghai festival yamna nakshina leiba mayamgi Manipur khaktagi nadanna northeast ke international ate foreign country degi Shanghai festival bhajanna ekoi si pangthokni hane tharong toringe sida huji economic blockade si tawni ha sima sidi khara appeal to biro hanang si achinba nokhoi myam gi lerusu athuda ekoi ate issue kya lerusu athubamnan ekoi yam serious hoina honorable cm na su lobirga sima se soft biro habigi sigumba ayuk meeting si ekoi pangthokni.
Taking part in the press conference, ADGP of Manipur Police L. Kailun said people must condemn the ban and blockade called by a group of individuals to cause misery. Appealing to the media to check facts before publishing any news, he said ban and blockade is violation of human rights. Police will provide security when an organization imposes an economic blockade and protect the people. So far, the police have arrested 6 people in connection to the economic blockade.
Government ki khangnate gari nu thingbo khotpadu leiragadi public ta phangada pot chaisi moina phanghan aduna ma general public ki koi rights to violate tawni aduna ma si yam seriously media sing nasu kara kop nam tang yeng dabiraga moina tawni si kari do karam organization kari gi si yeng biraga happy na ba ai appeal tawjabani ani subadana akoi angamba sakti puthoga security arrangement adum tawni koi transporter count su unare ate su unare moi gari chena na ba koi de moi na koi de appeal tawre moi da akai ate thokta na ba security arrangement tawni.
Prior to the press conference, Minister Kasim Bashum chaired a meeting to discuss the blockade, which was attended by the top-ranking officials of Manipur Police, Transport Department, RD and PR Department and Finance Department. Director of Department of Tourism, W. Ibohal, has said the preparations are in full swing for the upcoming Sangai Festival 2022. After a hiatus of 2 years due to COVID pandemic, people will witness a new taste of the festival this year, he said. Speaking exclusively to MAMI TV regarding the preparation for the Sangai Festival this year at his office chamber, Director Ibohal said that the Sangai Festival is mainly organized to showcase the state's culture, tradition, delicacies and tourist spots, beauty of nature and traditional attires to the world. In other terms, the festival is a publicity event for Manipur. The department will focus on bringing forward all the elements of culture and tradition of the state. From this year, the department is holding the festival in other parts of the state, including Imphal area. The opening ceremony for the Sangai Festival 2022 will be held at Sangai Ethnic Heritage Park at Moirang Kuno so that the tourists can witness the beauty of Loktak Lake. It will also attract more tourists to Sendra, Thanga, Karang and Kaibulamjau, he said. Meanwhile, other events will be also held at Southern Manipur Cultural Center at Bihyang in Churchanpur district along Myanmar border. The curtain-raising ceremony for the festival will be held at Makhel in Senapati district, believed to be the birthplace of indigenous people of the state. As part of the festival, Mao's Cherry Blossom Festival will be held with various events, he said.
Tourism ki publicity event masi Sangai Festival is the biggest. Masisida akoigi laijariba Manipur ki art, akoigi culture, akoigi tradition, akoigi cuisine, akoigi sports, adventure related activities. Lairiba kudimak singse masi lauraga prithvi ki miyamda Manipur ko lebak se sugumani haiba ngamnanaba koi khona jabani adana moirang phunok da Sangai Festival yengba lakpa mi jingsi koi tourism festival ina koi tourist destination me am je koi ju khar yeng hanning ba moirang phunok da festival katang yeng na taba Sendra resort laglaga Loktak sigi whole view uba phangadawa adi chawba sing da chalaga thanga da chalaga sigi phajaba uba phangadawa hil torga karang da chatpa yaba Kaibulamjau national park se sangaga Sangai deer si koi uba phangba foreign and domestic tourists lakpi gadoriba mayam sing semasi not only Sangai Festival ki kumai adu yengba khakta natana surrounding akoiba mafam kaya mukta uba yengba phangba ki khudong saba ma lei.
All this is to attract both domestic and international tourists at tourist spots and historical sites of the state. Tourist information center counters will be set up at every Sangai Festival venue. This will enable the organizers to know the grievances of the tourists and how to assist them, Ibohal added.
Tourism ki stakeholder leriba mayam singga tied up toroga akoi masi hena tourist poroknaba akoi yam kana honari handaki festival sida foreign tourist domestic tourist lakpagi masing jai henkala kadra haibagi ayam thajabale aduga specially akoina festival se tawrisugi maram se tourist laknabani Manipur se prithvi na masak kangbiraga laknabagi adugi aim and object tuni aduna handaki oinadi laiba tourist singsigi masigi khudong chananaba akoina venue singsida festival ji yeng bulak matamda issues problems labor mayam singse resolve tonganaba akoi tourist information center counter hangaga 24-hour main tawba adagi telephone number ama thamba lairiba stakeholder police lairiba adagi district administration lairiba organizer different lairiba mayam singsika interest lairaga coordinate toroga moigi issues sing do resolve tonganaba akoi masigi facilities ama hadak thamjare.
Minister of Agriculture Thongam Biswajit has said paving a way for the future generation is a good step. He further promised to take a stand for the welfare of the state. He made the statement while meeting the members of Scheduled Tribe Demand Committee, Manipur STDCM, today at his official quarter at Sanzentong Official Colony. The committee, along with its associated organizations, submitted a memorandum to the minister urging to send a recommendation for inclusion of Meitei in the Scheduled Tribe list. Talking to the representatives, Minister Biswajit said the matter of Meitei's inclusion in the Scheduled Tribe list has been discussed at the State Cabinet, adding that the government is not trying to ignore or divert the matter. He said the State Chief Minister has raised the issue to the Prime Minister and the Home Minister, urging the centre to list Meitei in ST won't be an easy task as it has been in the general category for a long time. The centre will certainly want to look into things regarding the matter, he added. Assuring that the centre is also aware of the matter, Biswajit assured that there is a possibility of including Meitei in Scheduled Tribe list if the demand is genuine and reasonable, like implementation of ILP in the state. Since there are different communities in Manipur, it is important to see that every demand does not harm any community. A way will always emerge when the demand is heading in the right direction, he asserted. Minister Biswajit further added that it is the responsibility of the BJP government, both at the centre and in the state, to resolve the matter peacefully, not to hurt the sentiments of any of the communities.
Masi matter se ko honorable civil channel losing har kanda ko prime minister ki level da ki ko gi laiba misasi ki level da masi ko gi lariba tuan minister jing kya yaur kanda price tor kanda makoi masi yangjan gani haiba port amalai adubu marak sida ai gi oiba state ai ko leiba ke ba wam tor ko matam da ko edum chap chana matam kudimak tele pagalai bon yam kan ne hena manging tharga tawba ngam duna amani aduga ko honorable civil minister sule pagalai positive attitude that positive create positive ki pakholon samina se amage natana koi yam democratic way ba claim tawre har kan da koi masi tawina ba appeal tawsina chungani na dum thamjage.
A team led by the chairman of Longmai Area Villages Council, Adai Dangmai, inspected the road construction in the surrounding areas of Longmai Village under Noned District Headquarters. Speaking on the sidelines of the inspection, chairman of Longmai Area Villages Council, Adai Dangmai, lamented the lack of quality control in the construction works in the state. He appealed to the contractors to ensure quality is maintained in the work. Adam warned that the locals of Longmai village will launch agitations if the construction work around the Noned district headquarters is not up to the mark. Farmers of Yaralpat in Imphal East district have been badly hit by crop failure as paddy seeds fail to flower. General Secretary of All India Kishan Sabha AIKS Dr. Biju Krishnan, on behalf of Lomi Marup, Lomi Sinmi Apunbalup, Lausal and Manipur Farmer Joint Action Committees had appealed to the government to provide compensation of Rs 1 lakh per hectare of the farmland to the affected farmers. Dr. Biju Krishnan made the appeal during a press meet held at the office of Umanglai Kanba Apunbalup Ukal at Konung Mamang today. The representatives of Lomi Marup, Lausal, AIKS and Manipur Farmer Joint Action Committee inspected the paddy fields at Yaralpat this morning. Addressing the media persons after the inspection visit, AIKS General Secretary Dr. Biju Krishnan said the crop failure due to inadequate irrigation in 260 hectares of paddy field at Yaralpat has left the farmers in dire straits as they stand to incur huge losses. He said that if the crops were fully grown, 1 hectare of the farmland will provide 2.8 tons of paddies, while the capital for cultivation of paddy in a hectare is approximately Rs 40,000. On the other hand, the minimum support price fixed by the centre per 1 quintal of rice is Rs 2,040. However, as the government does not buy the paddy from the farmers, they won't be able to cover their capital of Rs 40,000 when they sell the producers at Rs 1,300 to 1,400 per quintal. As such, the farmers will incur huge losses. Expressing astonishment over lack of proper irrigation system in the area, which is close to Iril River, he urged the government to take the matter seriously or the paddy land will disappear, stating that a memorandum will be submitted to Agriculture Minister and other concerned authorities to provide compensation to the farmers of Yaralpat. Biju Krishnan warned of intense agitation from the farmers if the government fails to take up any step.
If he allows cultivation by a self-help groups or something, then the farmer is given a royalty. The landowner is given a royalty by the government. So these kind of help by the government, incentivizing paddy cultivation is very important in Manipur.
Ministry of Home Affairs CRPF Langjing organized a menstrual hygiene awareness program and sanitary distribution cum free medical camp on Tuesday at YDO Community Hall, Pundrakpam. President of CWA Manipur and Nagaland sector Rajni Dana, actor Soma Laishram, DIZ Medical Composite Hospital Imphal and members of CWA Dr. Amarnath Roy took part in the medical camp. Sanitary pads were distributed to around 100 women who attended the awareness program at medical camp. A free checkup was organized as part of the medical camp. Now we have a short commercial break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Dr. Helena Optometric College North AOC Imphal के academic session 2022-23 के admission हौजरे program offer Bachelor of Optometry specialties का मटिक चारवा infrastructure गलोइनना secure campus spacious classroom अमदी well maintained library meritorious students सिंगी special fee concession अमदी scholarship well qualified dedicated अमदी experience लेरवा ओजा सिंगना ताकपी तंबीगनी नुपा मचा अमदी नुपी मचा की secure अमदी separate hostel Dr. Helena Eye Hospital and Institute Delhi training की खुदों चाब सुलेगनी लोइनना course असी हैक लोइबका India अमदी अवॉर्डा चाद चामा job placement लेगनी अकुपा मरोल की दमक 9774065535 टा contact you.
Welcome back. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said that corrupt people should not be allowed to escape at any cost and they should be given political and social protection while addressing a program to mark the Vigilance Awareness Week of the Central Vigilance Commission at the Bigyan Bhavan in Delhi. The Prime Minister said that corruption is an evil and we must stay away from it, adding that they have been trying to change a system made by above, lack and above pressure in the last 8 years. Launching the new complaint management system portal of the Central Vigilance Commission, CBC, PM Modi said that the country needs to have zero tolerance for corruption in the administrative ecosystem for developed India. The new complaint system will allow citizens to raise corruption complaints digitally besides checking their progress in a user-friendly way. Modi also launched a complaint management system portal of the CBC that allows citizens to raise corruption complaints digitally besides checking their progress in a user-friendly way. President Draupadi Murmu on Wednesday said the Act East policy of the Government of India focuses on the overall development of the Northeast region. In her address at the civic reception organized in her honor at the Capital Cultural Hall in Kohima, Murmu said this is her second visit to the Northeast in less than a month that highlights the new national commitment to the people of the region. Murmu, who is on a two-day visit to the state, added that the inauguration of several roads and bridges under the Pradhan Mantri Gram Sarak Yojana during her visit to the region will give a new boost to the connectivity in the region. With her visit to Nagaland coinciding with the inauguration of various projects related to education, road infrastructure and finance in Nagaland, she exuded confidence that these projects will improve literacy and ease of living and boost tourism in the economy of the state. On the first day of her two-day visit to the state, Murmu virtually inaugurated and laid the foundation stones of 13 new government primary schools and 4 new government middle school buildings, 14 new government high schools and 1 new government higher secondary school building. The auditorium of government higher secondary school mourned 5 Kasturba Gandhi Balika Vidyalaya hostel buildings, 2 residential hostels for underprivileged girl children in Makokchung and Parent, 13 bridges and 11 roads, new treasury building at the capital complex Kohima, 10 Eklavya model residential schools and smart classrooms in 190 government schools across Nagaland. The president thanked the state government and the people for the warm reception accorded to her. As Nagaland celebrates 60 years of statehood in a few weeks, she expressed hope that all the Naga people will take the fullest advantage of the fresh opportunities accorded to them. The High Voltage Assembly election in Gujarat will be held in 2 phases on December 1 and December 5, the Election Commission announced today. The results for the election will be declared along with that of the Himachal Pradesh polls on December 8. The much-awaited announcement came against the backdrop of the recent bridge collapse in Morbi that left 135 people that, in fact, Chief Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar started his interaction with the media with a tribute to those killed in the horrifying tragedy. According to the Election Commission's schedule, the Gazette notification will be issued the day after tomorrow, and November 14 is the last date to file nominations to contest the polls. The last date for withdrawing nomination is November 17. While 89 seats will go to polls in the first phase, 93 will vote in the second. Before we end the bulletin, let's look at the top news headlines once again. That's all for today. Thank you for joining us. Have a great evening.